Okay, maybe that is better. Maybe that is better. We'll see. Oh wait, there he is. Yo, how ya doing? Okay, so it turns out the software encoding it doesn't is better for this one in this instance than the hardware encoding. Okay. All right, none of these as you want. It's good. All right, very good. That's a lot of gate. You Bradamante on this one? We about to go in the story. Oh, it's spooky. Wait, how is this spooky music? Sounds pretty chill. I have a rush to go. Okay, okay. You want Zabradamante? Let's go to the story. Oh, Agatha. Zabradamante. Oh yeah, this was a trial. Woman of Argatha. Oh, I don't? Oh, you're right, I don't. I thought I did. I don't. Oh wait, I just have her figure. I thought I was like, okay, you're right. I thought about that. I was like, oh wait, I have a risk Google, right? Oh, you're right. I don't have a risk Google. Okay, wait. You're trying to. I was like, okay, I see. Okay, I got you at the end of the stream. I'll do something at the end of the stream. I thought I had a risk Google. Okay. All right, let's go over here. All right, Golden Temple. One of Argatha. All right, so Delante was first. And you're Ashley online? No way. Ashley online. Oh, he's Europa. Yeah, I had to look to the left. I know I had to look to the right. I was like, hold on. I thought I had a risk goal already, but I just had a figurine. I was like, oh right. Okay, I'll go for a risk goal at the end of the stream. Oh, thank you. I will need those blessed rolls. Wait, this is the wrong event. There you go. Like that. Section 16, Women of Argatha. Oh, we're flying. Almost finished Long Bell 6? Oh, nice. We're actually flying. How is this happening? I had forgotten they were still here. This is bad. They're starting to panic. Oh, hey, I got a job for you guys. Aw. Real simple. Get out of here. Find as many of the men imprisoned here as you can and round them all up. Once you've done that, I want you to meet us back the boats we used to get here. Oh, and don't worry about the Amazons. They should be busy zoning out like zombies. You could even steal their horses if you wanted to. Oh, Cornunos? That's fun. Just bring Saito. It'll be fine. Now go on, hurry up. Okay, we're on it. Well done. That was an excellent idea. Give them a job so they wouldn't have time to panic. People are always telling me that I'm the sort who comes through when things are real bad. You don't have a Saito? Oh no. Besides, we were gonna have to do something about the men still imprisoned here at some point anyway. All the more so that we literally have liftoff. Indeed, not to mention that this area is likely to become even more dangerous. It would certainly be best not to have ordinary humans close at hand. Now then. Now that our spectators have left the time being, Miss Scheherazade, allow me to ask you a question. Where exactly do you intend to have this place plummet? Nowhere in particular. Any heavily populated city will do. Oh no, it's starting to shift horizontally too. It's definitely settling a course for somewhere. Then we need to act, and quickly. At least right now we still have above the relatively uninhabited Nepalese mountains. But there's still got to be at least some people seeing this. These last few minutes alone are going to be a nightmare for the Maze Association of this time period to clean up. And if that weren't enough, you're also going to drop the huge landmass on a heavily populated city. This disaster, it'll be a catastrophe like we've seen never before. Hundreds, thousands of people would die, like millions dead. I'm afraid it could be orders of magnitude greater than that. To make matters worse, the damage would be limited to the physical realm. We're still experiencing the after effects of Goisha's mess, though the world hasn't completely stabilized yet. There's no telling what sort of chaos this could unleash. This is exactly the point. There's a reason why I'm going to have a fictional city destroy a real one. By doing so, I will destroy the concept of mystical secrets. What? Once Lopta plummets onto a real city, people everywhere will be forced to accept that a place of fiction is as real as the place that's destroyed, and the people were killed. Once that happens, it will change the world. Everyone will know that mystical beings exist, and in consequence, everyone will attempt to learn their secrets for themselves. Eventually, the mystical may become an ordinary part of everyone's lives. Wait, if that actually happened then... Indeed, once mystics become available to all, they will cease to be mystics in the first place. That is the future I wish to bring about. A world where mystics lose all substance and power, so the servant summoning system becomes obsolete. Otherwise, I'll have to die again and again. I'll have to constantly live in fear of death. I'll never be able to escape the insidious of knowing of my death is assured whenever I am summoned. You would go so far just to avoid death? Can't you understand how I feel? No, I can't. Your fear of death is far out of proportion for any living creature. If it isn't death you fear, but the idea of yourself dying, then something has gone wrong in your life. Let me share what I held back that night. Our perspectives on death couldn't be more different. I'm a warrior. From the day I was born, I have been taught that to die is an honor. The only aspect of death we fear is that we might die having violated our pride, or geese, not death itself. Death is inevitable for all living things. The path you take to death is your life. You should be fighting what led you to fear death to such a degree, not death itself. You surprise me, young Fergus. You're far more composed than warriors twice your age. Your grown-up self must be a wise and kind warrior indeed. Yeah. I'm right there with all of you, but now is not the time. But I am not that strong. I never was, for I am not a warrior. I simply cannot help but wish to not die. That is all I could think about. All I can think about. I don't want to be strangled. I don't want to be cut. I don't want to be flogged. I don't want to be burned. I don't want to be stabbed. I don't want to be starved. I don't want to be shot. I don't want to be eaten. I don't want to be crushed. I don't want to be poisoned. There are so many ways to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die no matter what. That's all I ever wanted. For me, stories were my lifeline. A thin, flimsy light line comprised solely of words I strung together reticently, uncertainly. Hold on, hang on, the 1001 Nights. That's right, Paragon. I know the story of the 1001 Nights, the Arabian Nights as well. In it, there was a king who was taking virgins as wives and killing them the next morning. And you volunteered to go to stop him because it was the right thing to do, didn't you? At first, yes. But do you know what it's like to spend night after night with a deranged king who no longer trusts women? The fear that comes with never knowing if the next day will be your last. He couldn't be reasoned with or bargained with. He would simply kill women for no reason at all. I could have been killed merely because the wind blew, or because it rained. Anything could have set him off. And of course, it was always possible that he would grow tired of my stories and decide to kill me rather than wait to find out what happens next. It was as though I lived with a poisonous insect who could kill me with a single sting. That is why, after some time, all I had left was the desire to not die. That was all I had. I devoted my entire being towards fulfilling it. Words, expressions, presence, gaze, servitude, demeanor, opinions. Changes, worldview, stories, pleasures, temperature, uselessness, usefulness, submissiveness, stimulation. I gave everything I had, also I wouldn't have to die. And at long last, after 1,000 interminable nights, the king finally came to his senses. After all that, when I had lived my one and only life, I was forced to become a heroic spirit. After I had been shaped and formed solely by my desire not to die, I went and became a being that is doomed to be repeatedly summoned and always disappear. Kings are both great in stature and foolish in mind. Arcata itself has proven as much. A single person attempting to lead a nation will inevitably end in discord, regardless of whether that discord leads to failure among its people or failure in the nation itself. I know that the responsibility for either outcome falls on the king. From the outside, that king will appear foolish or even tyrannical. No matter how skilled a warrior they are, kings who cannot accept the foolishness will not stay king. My future self knows that well. Nothing I can say to you could make up for the sufferings you endured, spending 1,000 nights with such a foolish king. But I can say this: I won't let you destroy the world simply because you don't want to die. We Celtic warriors see the world as a battlefield of honor, and your story contains no hint of honor. Yeah, you know I don't get what's going on right now. But I do know I definitely don't want the servant system going away. That would mean I never get to visit any new places, or meet anyone new, or get to send anyone off with a word of encouragement ever again, right? That'd be awful. I want to forget those years. I am a knight of the White Lily, sworn to protect France, and direct though it may be, I am proud that I can continue to fulfill my duty, even in death. If you wish to remove the means of fulfilling my duty, that makes you an enemy of France, and me. Above all, I can't let you cause a catastrophe. Well said, Paragon. If a landmass the size struck the Earth, the damage would truly be cataclysmic. We absolutely have to prevent that, no matter what. Fearing death, clinging to life, attempting to destroy everything, that much may be the same as the demon god's king's plan. But she has nothing beyond that. She has no intention of remaking the planet, nor starting over. All she's doing is trying to destroy the world out of petty personal desire. Again, she has nothing beyond that. I don't know how much influence the demon god pillar has had on her, but this whole idea is twisted. She's trying to commit suicide by destroying the world, also that she'll never have to die again. Don't misunderstand me, I would just as soon leave the world out of this if I could. That one who summoned me told me that there was one heroic spirit who voluntarily disappeared from the throne of his own accord. How I envy him. Things would have been so much easier if only I could do that too. Ah, you got it completely backwards. You have no idea what a great and tragic feat it was him to disappear from the throne like that. It was like, he was like, dang it, it should have been me. I was like, I would erase myself for this. whether it's potentially they failed to live up to or tasks they failed to complete. Every great person has unfinished business of one kind or another. Only those who have succeeded at leaving nothing at all behind can fully disappear from this universe. His soul will never transmigrate. No one will ever tell his stories again. He'll never be needed by anyone for anything. He had no choice but to disappear into the void, and you envy him that? You don't need to say anything, Paragon. I feel the same way. She has no idea of the fear she just incited in all of us. Come on, let's show her just how wrong-headed her envy is. If he were still here, he still had a lot to say. All I want is not to die. Nothing more. So why? Why are you trying to subject me to that again? How could you be so cruel? Very well then, I suppose I have to fight if I don't want to die. I doubt you'll let me go no matter how beautiful a Dogeza I present. I have nothing against you, Paragon. If anything, I envy you too. Out of everyone here, you are the only one who will never have to die again once you are dead. That is a true story. A true statement. Once he dies, once he dies when he's killed. No, wait. People die when they are killed. When he is killed, he never come back. Okay, 2 health bars, and she brought the teammate people over. We'll hold on to that. We'll hold on to that. Actually, she might debuff us. That's fine. We'll hold on to that. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let me shuffle my hand, see if I get 3 of a kind of Europa. Unlucky. Alright, let's just send it. Actually, you know what? DPS Da Vinci, go in there. This be yours. Let's do it again. Shit, we don't have enough juice. We can't do it again. The punch? Yeah. Alright, so let's go with... Not enough gas in the tank? Okay, now we got gas right here. Let's work on this.
ご存知のはず。構いません。
Okay, there's her. Oh, they just keep coming through. I see. I see, I see. Try to loop up there.
はい、あくまで華麗に。どうぞ。待ってください。無駄ですよ。山場です。
Thank goodness we have invincibility. Okay, I'm neutral here. Oh wait.
私の神殿ご覧になります？任せて。はい。じゃんじゃじゃーん。見てこの躍動、天を揺るがすエンジン。私守備に走りました。さあ支配してあげましょう。芸術の輝くものさ。無駄ですよ。
Alright. In case she does cheats or hacks, we're gonna do this.
ああ、タロスですね。発進準備完了だ。早く早く。オッケー。いらっしゃいま。かわいい子。あなた方からの贈り物。責任スーパーロー。駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。いくよ。山場です。
Alright, someone's dying, or I don't know, I forgot if this is AoE or not. We all dying now here. Alright, lower defense. Oh, charmed. Unable to act? Okay, we bought some time. Let's just loop her up here. The AoE? Oh no, it's the AoE. Okay, this is the AoE. Let's do this. We're gonna dodge that AoE real quick. That Koyan, that's a dead Koyan Skya. Oh wow, we're disadvantaged over there. I trust you'll kill that with their 20k hit. You'll do at least 20k with AoE right there. Possess the Koyan Skya. At least she won't have to suffer through the AoE. Ouch. And now we got the other Da Vinci. This Da Vinci I have on... she's still alive. She's still good. She still got some fight in her. Here we go. Okay.
私の宝具見たいのかい？オッケー、任せて。そう、君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その勝座を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ、行けるところで行ってみよう。行くよ。苦情注意、気をつけたまえ。行くよ。
Oh, she has guts. Okay. Cool, she got guts.
キラキラしてる。進もう、どこまでも。発進準備完了だ。早く早く。なんです？ふむふむ。駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。毎日行くよ。
Dang! I needed that unit. Well, it can't be helped, I guess. This time. I knew it ended like this. We'll just cleave him to death. And then there were a couple of them.
了解。
Let's see.
なんです？そうしよう。トリケラ君。え？トリケラ君。
Okay, he's getting a little bit upset over there. All right.
気力十分。はい、そうしよう。はい。おいで。
He really wants Badamonte. I was like, okay. Oh, she's now invincible? Ignore short hit and reduce it. Wow, she's still... They didn't touch her really like that.
Ah, タロスですね。はい。了解。さあ、おいでなさい。私を守る聖堂の体。スピリトゥーカード。お見事。双葉くん。シュート。
Damn. Okay then. This is the true, this marble prince? That's the true boss right here. That was just the first node. It gets worse. Alright, let me see who's next. Savage. Let's go right here. Alright. It's just a cast that we're fighting. It's time to make some QP while we're at it. Or I go Berserker. Single target Berserker. Let's see what's over here. Pretender, huge disadvantage. Okay, if that's the case, I say triple Da Vinci's pretty good. Like this. Let's bring all the Da Vinci's. I could do this for support, even though she's at a disadvantage. Her skills are just too good not to bring. So we're just gonna loop up like this. She's tough. Of course, after all, I don't want to die. This is really harder than it should be. Something's not right. It's not technique or experience, it's more like she just squirms away whenever it feels like I've got a clear shot. Is that so? I haven't noticed anything like that. I feel the same as Astolfo. I still can't use my sword against her, but I should at least be able to hold her in place. And yet she always managed to slip away at the last moment. What's going on? Allow me to tell you one of my traits. Now that I'm a servant, no king can kill me. After all, the reason I became a heroic spirit is because I avoided death at a king's hand. Although strictly speaking, it's only a skill that lets me move around in order to keep the kings at bay. Ah crap, are you serious? I guess since I'm a prince, it technically affects me too. Yo Tamori, how you doing? Maybe you should set this one out then. Paragon, this skill's making it easy for her to stall for time. Lofta, a huge mass, has been slowly but surely moving this whole time. That reminds me of the fight with Quetzalcoatl. No good ally can hurt Quetzalcoatl. In this case, the gimmick is anti-king. It's clear that this singularity took shape by combining with an old phantasm. Oh no, not here. It lives forever in the archives of the YouTube. But what sort of magical energy could you possibly put together to make that work? How in the world did you manage the resource, the design? He's the one who told me how it would work. I was to summon servant to an enclosed underground world and have them fight one another. Such an environment would naturally lead to conflict, the more twisted the better. But I decided to use a conquistador with unabashedly twisted desires as the base of its design. The perfect place, of course. As Columbus said, Argatha was indeed the sort of world he had long wished for. But he could not have guessed that the patron who granted that wish had even more deplorable motives. It doesn't matter how it was all designed. The main goal was getting servants to fight, which means conflict between servants would lead to a vortex of magical energy. On top of that, the enclosed nature of underground singularity enabled it to trap the vanquished servants' souls and continuously exploit the energy generated as they attempted to return to the throne. That was the goal. It would then use that abundant energy to slowly make my story into reality. This sounds rather like having a horse turn a cogwheel by dangling a carrot before its nose. He also told me that this could be considered a kind of holy grail. A holy grail that exists only as a twisted story, where no one attempts to seek the grail. Before I knew it, the holy grail had already materialized in the form of a story come to life. Look out, Paragon. I think she's just trying to stall for time. If Loftia drops onto a major city, she'll have won. Please hurry. Okay then, time to bust out the cliches about how I've been holding back this whole time. I have fought alongside all of you, and I know how strong you are. You are indeed powerful enough to kill me if I let my guard down. So from here on, I'll leave it to you, Phoenix. Phoenix, I am Truth for Union, one of the 72 Demon God Pillars. It's canon. It's canon. It's the Demon God Pillar. Please be careful. Phoenix, the Demon God of Death and Rebirth, thought to be identical to the Phoenix we know in the West. His number is 37, his rank Marquis. It said that his every word is a natural poem. I see, that explains his unusual manner of speech. As the quality of his poetry, I shall refrain from voicing my opinions. Dang, Holmes, you got an opinion on that? I would love to have Watson offer his opinion on it. Not that it has a poet himself, of course. But perhaps hearing what passes for poetry from this creature will inspire him to try his hand at it. I finally understand why I wasn't able to see the demon god lurking behind Chestnut before. A number of his values are inverted. In other words, numerically speaking, he's already dead. Now I see, we never saw him because we never looked for something that was dead. This may be only a trick unique to the demon god of death and rebirth, but we probably shouldn't count on future demon god pillars being easily detectable either. The reason I am here is to prove my friendship, to accept Chezarod for who she is. Life and death, unavoidable. Self-purpose, unavoidable. Life and death, simple death, no rebirth. Only acquired by melding with me. Her wish, her dreams not to die, not to live. Found it. Found it. Answered the answer. It sounds like you actually sympathize with her. You actually understand what this demon god is saying, Paragon? More or less. That's amazing. No wonder you're a person. I didn't have the faintest idea. I may not know what he is saying, but I do know he be spitting. Oh yeah, now that he's not hiding anymore, he's gonna try and do us in personally. Let us do this, Paragon. Let's show him how he's no different from any of the other thousands of pillars we whooped up before. Our target is Phoenix, the 37th demon god pillar. Please destroy him. Okay, so I should have brought Castoria here, because these big demon god pillars be, especially with their AoE. This coincides by the die so fast.
戦闘会？期待に応えられるといいな。
I don't have 3 of a kind with Da Vinci. Let's try again. I do have 3 of a kind of the mate now. Okay. 2020 is not enough. I don't have enough juice again, once again.
黄金律にも種類があるのか？キラキラしてる。
Well, I do have 3 of a kind.
このアングルバッチリ。
I'd rather use this right now though.
ても楽しかったとも。皆さん火薬の匂い好き放題扱ってあげましょう。お参りしていきます。任せオッケー任せて。芸術とは
50-50. I got one of the 50-50.
狙いを定めてシャッ。無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。
No, don't be down bad for that one, Koyanskaya. Okay. Well,
ああ、とても楽しかったとも。発進準備完了だ。早く早く任せて任せて。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョまた会おう諸君。いくよ。芸術とは輝くものさ。
dead.
あ、これ無理です。
Hey, she did her job though.
小安かや森に帰ります。
Alright, time to bring the next one.
頼りにしてる。進もう。どこまでも。ああ、眩しいね。
So first we put the wait on the maid first. This one
私の方
and this one.
発進準備完了だ。早く早く。
I wouldn't mind getting her. Actually, she doesn't have an advantage here. She's just here for support. So I'll just do this one.
任せて。駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。ああ、人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。そう、君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その勝者を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ、行けるとこまで行ってみよう。行くよ。
羨望の炎、渇望の炎、鍵にある命、羨ましい。
We're so close to that. I think I have. This is 3 of a kind right here. Oh, never mind, never mind. That's our. There's not no 3 of a kinds here. They're all just unique. All right, let's just send it.
ふむふむ。了解。ふむふむ。芸術の輝く皆さん。行くよ。
嫉妬の炎、鍵にある命、羨ましい。
Well, she's charmed.
ああ、とても楽しかったとも。発進準備完了だ。早く早く。さあ、とっておきだよ。任せて。そう、君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その勝者を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ、行けるとこまで行ってみよう。今回は君ね。冒険の道のり、未知への突貫、トリケラトプス。行くよ。
Dang, got her stun locked like that. Goodness. It really be like that.
キラキラしてる。
Oh no. Well then. I have I feel like
ふむふむ。うん。 いくよおいで
I forgot to hit the evasion.
銀汁は再生と死のことあり、またの名を呪いという。
残念前に
Wow. All right, let's go ahead and stun this crazy guy real quick.
光よ出題気力十分もんじゃ私の宝具見たいのかい任せて光よ螺旋となりて全力で参りますブルークリエルそう君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越えるその勝者を今示そうビューティフルジャーニーさあ行けるとこまで行ってみよう行くよ悔しい
oh, it's just instant death.
と
Okay. And then we just let's avoid the mass damage. That'd be preferred.
このアングルバッチリ
And then let's just do some damage cut.
ドリンク
Okay.
オッケーふむふオッケーいくよ芸術とは輝くものさレオナルド・スピーチいくよ撃て撃
羨望の炎、羨望の炎。
Thank goodness that was mashed. All right.
て私の方任せてふむふむどんな嵐であろうともどんな未来が待とうともこれを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさボンビアージョババ王諸君芸術の明日いくよ撃て撃
羨望の炎、羨望の炎。
Now it's over for Demon Boy here. Just in case he has like a imaginary guts somehow.
てもうすぐドリンクドリンク発進準備完了だ早く早く振り付けオッケーどんな嵐であろうともどんな未来が待とうともこれを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさボンビアージョババ王諸君
次の生と次の死、なぜ逃れられぬ。
あなたのハートを防御中です
Dang, they slew Fergus. But I'm not the only one. Sorrow, doubt, are we evil? No, we are nature. As such, we must be one mind, one body. Serzerhad, Phoenix. Our wish not to die while alive. Our fate to be reborn once dead. Compulsion, our existence, contradiction. Our wish never to be granted. We're both slaves to our wish. But if all living things wish not to die, if we live forever without being stripped of that, that is not a wish, it is a curse. We cannot help but want to break it. Did we get him? The demon god pillar signal's gone, but... Oh, Paragon, picking up a faint servant reading nearby. Please be careful. Sezrahat. Okay, well, she's almost dead. Phoenix, you were the only one to ever understand me. But, nothing has changed. The ending has already been written. After all, Lupta has already been materialized. Even if the demon god vanishes or I die, it will still plummet to earth, not a story, but reality. Parts of it may be damaged, but that doesn't matter. It should retain its form until impact. There's nothing anyone can do to stop it. This is the final chapter for all of you, and for me, at last, my wish will come true. This quest has only lore. It looks like this is it, but if I just disappear now, I truly would be pathetic. Fergus, your wound is too deep. Stay down. No, it's okay. Young and weak as I am, I knew there was no way to escape grievous injury while trying to battle a demon god pillar. But this time, my experience worn out, thanks to the training I've undergone in Argatha, I was able to escape with my life, though only barely. That said, I don't have much time, so before I go, I'd like to talk to Sesherhat. But your spirit origin is just barely holding together, and besides, nothing you do about her will help stop Lupta. I think he's got something in mind. The young wounded warrior, the powerless, hapless, half-baked child who never truly had a role to play in the story. You can't stop this, you simply cannot. Even if you sully your innocent hands by ending my life now, Lupta will not be erased. You're wrong, says Rahad. What I'm going to erase is your fear of death. Oh. You are a strong woman. You may have had the demon god pillar's help, but you still planned, constructed, and created the story. More than that, you never gave us the slightest hint that it was you, even though we were right by your side. You're nothing if not resilient. And not just you, every woman we met here in Argatha was strong. Uh-oh. Fergus getting his Mac on. Hold on, let me get comfortable for this one. He's about to say some wooing words here. The Wuzishan, Peslia, the pirates of Ys, the subjects of Nightless City, the Amazons of El Dorado. They were all strong in their ways. Thanks to that, I see now just how narrow-minded I used to be. How foolish it was to think that women were nothing but chaste, dainty creatures that were only fit for sewing, that they could never be valiant opponents against whom to draw my sword. What is your point? Are you saying that now that you know how strong women are, you're ready to kill one yourself? Okay, that's pretty good. I told you, even if you kill me. No, it's not that. My point is that I believe I eventually realized that when I was alive as well. That version of me met, saw, spoke to, and did battle with strong women. I can even remember some names, though only faintly. Medbee of Connacht, Skathic, the queen of the land of shadows, Alfe, ferocious as the wild dog. And this guy fought Skathic and lived to tell the tale? Theridity, who fiercely fought her awful fate. Ness, who offered up her body so her child could be king. No doubt I met these women after I was fully formed. But even before I met them, there must have been other similarly strong women as well. That's what caused me to realize how men and women ought to be. I don't understand what you're talking about. There's no point in bringing up your past. Yes, there is. If I'm going to stop you, I need to tell you about myself. About how greedy I was. Greedy, really? You've been all stoic and earnest and a real nut for training all this time. I mean that I was greedy for a king. I wanted it all, so I had no choice but to train. It was a sign of my desire and my anxiety. It's the same with my greed. Mash, you remember what you told me before? You said that no matter what else may happen, as long as you remain yourself, you become who you're meant to be. I did, yes, maybe I did tell you that. That's exactly what I'm talking about, in the same way that I came to realize how strong women are. At the time I spent here in Agatha merely met my experience things I would never learn anyway. Some women loved to plunder, some were bound by social norms, and some simply obeyed their leader. What's more, every one of them lived happily in their own way. They all had strong points and shortcomings. I'm a simple man at heart, so I wanted to resolve that complexity. I wanted to know if it was possible to lead a nation in a way that everyone could accept. As I said before, I'm greedy. I couldn't stand the idea of everyone not being happy. So as I learned more about Agatha, I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. And in the end, I realized something I should have known all along. What's that? The truth is, I'm not cut out to be a king. Paul, after all that build-up, that is all you wanted to say? Of course not. There's more to it than that. To make a long story short, I realized this morning that I don't measure up. To put it bluntly, I just don't have what it takes to be a king. You all saw that much sooner than I did, but I finally see it for myself now. Thank you for all being kind enough not to say anything. Do your best to stay quiet with a straight face. I never did become a king, or rather, I didn't stay one for very long. True, according to legend, you agreed to step down from the throne for a year and pass it on to your loveless child from a previous marriage. But after the year had passed, your subjects still wanted your loveless child to continue ruling. Dang, it's like that? So you gracefully stepped down aside and became a mere warrior, or so the legend goes. Ah, gracefully, huh? That's a nice way to put it, but I doubt I had any other choice. By the time I'm sure I hadn't already realized what I know now. That I didn't have what it takes to be a king. That I was so greedy, it would be wrong of me to pursue that greed from the throne. And that fulfilling as an ordinary man was the right thing to do. In other words, I learned that I was only really suited for cherishing the things I love. And what are those? Fighting in women, of course. Paragon, he's starting to sound more like the usual Fergus. I know, Mash, but let's not bring that up now. Incidentally, Da Vinci had it backward. I gave Cocobar the throne so that I could take Ness as my lover. Essentially, I sold my crown all because I wanted a woman's body. Pretty despicable of me, isn't it? Once again, where are you going with this? I never heard such an incoherent story in my life. Really? I was hoping you would give me some leeway on that, as I'm a warrior rather than a storyteller, but alright, I'll get to the point. Basically, I learned about the strength that women possess. I learned that they are our equals and in many ways rivals, and are worth devoting my life to pursuing. What about you, Desharat? What do you mean? Let me ask you about Agatha. You created it so that woman would be the dominant gender. Why? I already told you. I used Columbus' desire as the base for... Are you sure about that? Columbus' desire was to get rich by selling slaves. There was no reason those slaves had to be women. As far as he was concerned, the fact that Agatha was full of women was simply icing on the cake. He would have been perfectly happy and acted the same even if it had been dominated by men. If he had made this world in line with his desire, it could have just as easily been a world ruled by oppressive kings rather than queens. But instead you went out of your way to make it ruled by women. Why? I'm not, I see, so you did it unconsciously without understanding why. My guess is, yo, this guy is Sigmund Freuding her right now. Psychoanalyzing that. You did that because you inherently fear men. See them as being inextricably linked with death. That's why you wanted to keep them under control and had them treated as livestock rather than people. Based on what you told us before, it was clearly that king who instilled the fear in you. He was truly a terrible person, making you endure such torment for 1,000 nights. He was not fit to be a king. just as I, though for different reason. But be as it may, what does it matter? That's why I have to tell you that you're wrong. Now that I realize the connection between me, the Fergus MacRoy who wanted to be a good king, and the Fergus MacRoy who knows how men and women ought to be, I have to make sure you understand the truth I've grasped. Please let it be something reasonable. You need men and women to make children. Okay. Oh, I like that expression. Hey, go back. Too bad you can't go back. Could screenshot that. A very sound conclusion. What a profoundly mundane truism. What are you talking about? That's just common sense. Yes, it is. And yet you don't seem to grasp it. Yes, man can and do bring about death. But it's ridiculous to think of them in only that way. There's much more important role that men and women both share. It's something you should be thinking about long before you think about dying or being killed. No, I don't get it. I don't understand. To begin with, how I think about deaths or men is none of your business. And even if you do erase my fear of death, there's still nothing you can do to stop Loptia. That's... Indeed, Loptia will not stop. It will only continue on its path towards the destruction of fantasy. Living in a fantasy. Okay, continue. Alright, next up, let's see. I think he might have been online. Let me see if he's on here. Whoops, misclick. He might not have logged in today, what I imagine. Yep, we'll go with that. He didn't log in today. Alright then. Let's restart the loop here. I see what you got this time around. Or you have Morgan or Zhang Shu. Whoops, misclick. Let's go with Morgan. So we're fighting a ruler. Okay. Avenger here. There's just these two. And that's all I have. I guess I could try to suplex him to death. Like this. Also, this is fine, this is fine. Indeed, Loptia will not stop. It will only continue on its path toward the destruction of fantasy. Why is the body of one of the Resistance member talking? I thought you were a storyteller, said Sherrod. Why are you listening instead of telling? I thought we had talked about our fear of death, about the cruelty that inevitably accompanies life. My, what a horrible voice. That sounds more in line with that what his legend describes. Perhaps it has something to do with his new form. At least he's talking in normal sentences now. Is that his new form? Or did his portrait just get old? Either way, it certainly simplifies matters. At any rate, I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that a demon of death and rebirth is hard to kill. At the risk of being repetitive, he's technically already dead. That goes for both the human he's using as a vessel and the demon god pillar himself. And yet he's still here in the physical world. How is that even possible? How do we kill something that's already dead? Phoenix. My friend. The one who understands you. The one who runs from life and death. Didn't I tell you about this many times I have died? About the unfairness of it all. I know you had told me about the many times you have died. About the unfairness of it all. And I know I told you this. That you had reached the same conclusion as me. Demon God. A being who has transcended human understanding. Thus, it is truth, our wish is truth, is wrong for those with many lives to also experience death many times. Yes, you're right. But worry not, no matter what this rabble may be plotting, our wish will be granted. As long as I'm here. No, even if I fall now, this fantastical city will still succeed in its descent and destruction of a real city on inertia alone. There's no way to stop it. It is I who shall see that the will of the 72 demon god is done. The incineration of humanity may no longer be possible, but there's no end of ways to bring about their end. My true ambition is dropping a mystical city is to burst the bubble of human understanding. May its fall bring about humanity's destruction. There must be a way to stop it. That's right, I'm certain there is. But to figure it out and actually do it seems clear that we need to defeat the demon gods first. That too is impossible. The very nature of my being is all I need to declare that my destruction at your hands will never happen. What a pity. Jeshrod, you are nearly at death's door. Stay there and bear witness as the world's life and death are blended together with fantasy. I promise you that this detestable death will be the last death you shall ever have to suffer. The demon god pillar has reappeared. His threat level is even greater than before. But we didn't splat him hard enough the first time. Man, he's tough. Nonetheless, I'm afraid we have no choice. We will destroy him as many times as we must. I'm afraid I'm not yet the king of the Red Branch. I'm still on my way to becoming that. But even so, I promise I'll use everything currently at my disposal to make up for being miscast. I guess we'll just have to find a way to destroy him while we fight. At any rate, we'll finally find our ultimate objective. He may be one of Goisha's pesky remnants. But I bet that if Goisha were here now, he'd be clutching his ears and saying, "We have no need for one such as this." After hearing him speak, I have no love lost for the king of demon gods, but we can at least pay him the minimal amount of respect we owe to any formidable opponent. On behalf of Kalia and all humanity, destroy the demon god, Phoenix, get Imperial. Or he has guts this time.
戦闘ですね。大好きです。撃って撃って撃ちまくって差し上げますわ。
Unlucky. Oh wait, I can. Oh, never mind. It's fine. It's fine.
小賢しい。
I think I'll hold on to this though.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。はち切れそうでしょ。
There you go.
宝具をいい判断です。目を背けないで。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。逃がすものか魔女ですの。多くの生き物。
I see.
あまり悩ませないで。楽しくなるでしょ。さて、どこから潰したものか。
Okay, do this. We can hold on to that for now. This is fine for now.
目を背け、よく言いました。分かっています。モルゴー召し上げましょう。無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。
Alright then. I'll hold on to this and just unleash this.
宝具を展開しましょう。あなたが望むならそのように。 分かっています。それは絶えず見た滅びの意味。最果てにありながら、これは明日のロードツ・キャメル。諦めて。こうなったら私にも止められないから。原始の眠りから目覚めなさい。エビシュブラクレイカー。 無駄です。交代します。戦線は維持しておくように。
Alright, here comes his ult. In the end, Spacious Star will stand.
アベンジ。冒険の進もう。どこまでも。
Actually, there's a way I could say I can. Actually, no. I'll let it rip it, and I'll just let these two die.
冒険の旅路。
Give her this before I go down.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。ふう、分かっています。そうしよう。私に。鈍いトリケラ君。
私めは神秘と地のことあり、すべてが分かる。そして消える。
マスター、怒らないから白状なさい。よそ見してましたわね。
羨望の猛烈、焼き付けらしい少数。
悔しいな。もっと。
All right. The stage is set.
決めたわ。星の輝きよ、今ここに。ドリンク。宝石の声を聞けばよいのでしょ。
I could double suplexes as well. I'd rather have double suplex. Double suplex is fine, I guess. Here you go. Let's do this.
女神の姿がお好みなのね。
我が天秤に祈りなさい。
上出来。ゲートオープン。本当の私、本当の絶望を教えましょう。水まくちりに帰りなさい。エジンシュラクレーサー。
And it
あな
revives.
たの罪を計りましょ
I
う。
see.
我が宝石庫はこの夜空。あなたの罪はこの星の数。クリストスモルヌ。
Recover and survive. I see.
MC オッケー。情け無用。不足はないのね。女神の姿、分かっています。諦めて。こうなったら私にも止められないから。原始の眠りから目覚めなさい。エジンシュガークレイサー。やれ。三尾に過酷に残酷に。
He doesn't stop now, does he? He can't stop, won't stop.
分かっています。上出来。やれ。一戦。行け。天罰完了。まさか。星に届くなんて。アイドル活動はとてもハードです。
Wow.
この私が。
I see. We're gonna use that free ley line we have. Here you go. And we're definitely gonna reduce the cooldown on that thing.
不足はないのね。手に入らない。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。お参りしていきます。 よろしい。私の神殿ご覧になります。そのように。
新山幽谷経天道地泰山明号天神地義これぞ霊障天揺らす武との鳴き声矢をよろずのノリとなり。
そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを請います。
落ちよロードレスキャメロット。
ゲートオープン。本当の私、本当の絶望を教えましょう。水まくちりに帰りなさい。エジンシュラクレーサー。
無駄にすぎる。こんなものでは終われぬのだ。
何を喜んでいるの
I
か。
see.
私が出たのです。
What up?
約束されていたはず
How you
です。
doing, big? Just nearing the finish line of this storyline right here. You were Eric, right? Or was that someone else? I can't remember. So many names to keep track of. Yeah, okay, there you go, there you go. Alright, we'll put you up next. Alright, we're finding another ruler here. Let me see what you got over here. Comma? Alright, let me see what you have here. Comma? I'll have to bring some... the fact that we're finding a ruler makes things a little slightly tougher. We'll do what we can. I'll just boost you guys' attack, and this will be a one trick, and then you'll go from there. Our attacks are landing, but we can't seem to kill him. This is no time for compliments, but no matter who, no wonder he is called the demon god of death and rebirth. We're kind of worn out after all the fighting. If something doesn't give, I don't like our chances. Crushing, loathing, burning, landable, beheading, unwatchable. Now the manner of your deaths. His offense is relentless. Paragon, I think you should do something. Don't worry, we'll get a chance, I'm sure of it. Ragnarok then, wonderful. This will link life and death like never before. I've been waiting for this moment. I am unable to kill Sezra, for I am, without doubt, a king rarer than any other. And as you have bonded with her, I could not kill could not kill you either. Thus, I had no choice but to hide and bide my time for the chance to strike. So she's alive, but now that you have separated, that time has come. Little Wu. How dare you address me, the greatest empress who ever lived, so informally? Your insolence goes too far. Oh, dang it, I forgot what I was calling you. Well, no matter. I shall not forget this transgression, Paragon. Funny how she still remembers your actual name. Silence, pink-haired hussy. Haha, do not misunderstand me. This nation is still mine. I am still alive. After all, I certainly never relinquished my throne. As such, the hooligan is nothing more than a nuisance to my nation. If he thinks he can float my land into the sky and drop it unpunished, this fool is greatly mistaken. Wu Zeishan, right? Her signal did disappear when Megalus crushed her in the Nightless City. But I never saw exactly why that happened. I assumed her spirit origin signal had vanished after that attack. But she could have just been using her skills as an assassin to conceal her presence this whole time. Ah, you have wasted your effort. Enter rope. Cursed Wu Zeishan. What can you hope to? Once I have found a criminal, the next stop is obvious. Torture, torture, and more torture. Torture is the art keeping one's victim alive as long and as agonizingly as possible while killing them. Now plunge into my deadly pot, demon god. God, irksome flea. God. Little Wu. Simpleton, fool, don't just stand there. Surely you can find a way to kill even the demon god of death and rebirth if he's being kept in a state of both life and death. Now hurry up and finish him off. Oh, he's all wriggling around and stuff. He's surrounded by a poisonous bog. Now I see. This is why I'm here. Fergus? Dion, Astolfo, Paragon. The rest is up to you, don't worry. I never had more than a bit part to play. It won't make any difference to the story if I'm gone. Hey, you're not seriously going in there. What is that fool doing jumping into my noble phantasm? If I read this right, this is the melting pot of life and death, shaped and molded by the pain of torture. Is another plane of existence, one where the very concept of life and death mingle together. So when I die here and simultaneously come back to life, that should give me a chance to try again. A chance to try again? If this pot is truly a place where life and death are mixed together, and if it's still developing Fergus Blackrock, who would ordinarily never even exist, I am able to accept both life and death at the same time, and in that moment, that should create a link to the version of me who should have been summoned all along. So you're trying to force a connection between your death and your rebirth? That is certainly bold of you. You're essentially trying to resummon yourself. But it could work. It would only be for a moment, but that would let you make contact with your older self. Except you are already fairly injured to begin with, so that torturous noble phantasm could end up actually killing you. How are you planning to go about the rebirth part? With this. Tom Tobacco, you still have one? Oh dang, that's the plot device. Oh man, the wish granting thing. It's the one Columbus tried to use. Luckily, it happened to land near me. There's no more time. Here goes nothing. I'm going to accept this pain and death and use the atomic tobacco's magical energy to be reborn instantaneously. At the same time, I'll pull out at least part of my true self-existence from the space between life and death and make it my own. Here goes. Fergus. That's it. Grow. Grow like a rainbow, become a sword of infinite strength, but a sword nonetheless, for my rainbow sword of unending length. Is also a spiral sword, my spiral rainbow sword, Caldebach. That's a sword the other Fergus carries. That little dagger, really? With this sword, even a careless strike made in anger can easily annihilate 3 hilltops. Its power is great enough to destroy entire landscapes. As such, I shall use it to crush both the demon god who eternally wanders between life and death, and this land of fantasy floating beneath my feet. Incredible. Caldebog is absorbing all the surrounding magical energy as it spins, which is causing it to spin even faster. Rainbows spill forth where the spiral leads. Caldebog? Oh cool, he made aurora lights. Northern lights. Still not enough, huh? In that case, Paragon, finish him off. Imprudent boy, stirring up my noble phantasm like a mixing bowl. Well, what are you waiting for? Do it. Paragon, we can't waste this opportunity they created for us. Listen this now. Alright, hopefully he's not like at 700k HP, constantly rezzing. Alright, cool. He's only at 200k HP.
夏の魔王降臨
Remove Demon God of Death and Rebirth after 10 turns. So just survive 10 turns. Noted.
決めたわ美しき欲の花感度が 味わいましょう。甘露が味わいましょう。
Take all this.
火薬の匂いはち切れそうでしょ。
Alright, let's go in there.
燃えるならお静かに、欲望のままにお任せあれと。マーラシューニャター、欲の無駄残るは3つ。正解だ。愛は痛いのよ。感激してください。菩提寺の下に愛の。
Alright, the guts came through. Max HP down. Let's do it again.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。果てに愛がないとでも欲望のままに邪魔です。愛の世界、燃える宇宙、望むすべて花弁となるマーシューニャター。刺激的でしょ。夏は燃えるもの。アビルーパのいざない。
Goodness, killed it twice.
嫉妬の燃え当てつけがましい勝負。
Alright.
そこまで。
Wait, let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Get a small heal. Thought not a picking bag? A punching bag? Yeah. It's a punching bag. We killed it twice.
分かっています。上出来。この私がシアンウト。
嫉妬の燃え渇望の燃え
無駄ですよ。
渇望の燃え
Well, this is gonna hurt. Let's just do this.
不足はないよね。
I'm one turn away from the invasion, unfortunately.
分かっています。分かっています。シアン情け無用。スペース進化ゲリュウを面倒水月2つ動。
This gonna hurt.
神秘と違うことあり。すべてが分かれ。そして消える。
Not as bad as I imagined.
無駄ですマスター。怒らないから白状なさい。よそ見してましたわね。
嫉妬の燃え
Alright, let's continue the looping.
はいお願いし
Oh, shoot, she's burned. No. That's gonna hurt like crazy. Oh, well. She's on borrowed time. Take this.
ああ、溢れちゃいました。
Let's keep reducing his HP.
ああ、眩しい。
Oh, she'll survive for another round for sure. And then we'll loop our way up there.
燃えるならお任せあれ。欲望のままに愛の世界、燃える宇宙、望むすべてが花弁となるマーシューニャター。愛は痛いもの。愛は痛いもの。菩提寺の下に愛の。ふむ。
嫉妬の燃え渇望の燃え
Alright, We could stun him this turn. Or I could get like this MP gauge, but I don't have 3 of a kind. I think I'd rather go 3 of a kind here. In terms of Buster. I'll have Pawn one day? Yeah. One day she'll come by. I have one of the commas someday. Someday have her. See, I want to shuffle this. Dang it, it's the same hand. Alright. Taking it on the pillar, I was like, yo, give me the comma. Those burns no joke though, goodness. They may not let it attack. There you go. No attack for the pillar.
あなたが望むならそのようにお任せあれと了解ベルマーンの起動灼熱の銀河輝く王冠を見せてあげるニュートリノすら見逃さないわ行くよオリジンスペースクラッター愛は痛いもの双葉くん
Oh, he's in mighty killing range right now. Almost an Ishtar combo could take it out, but I'd rather just go with a loop. Almost at the end. Almost. I'm just reducing his magic speed like crazy. This only has 17k HP. Alright, this is a loop it on. Oh shoot, someone's dead here. No, we're all dead. Well, a good amount of us might be dead here. Let me just loop up here. One HP. Wow, she's still alive? But them burns, though. Them burns. Let's do it for one time, for the one time. There's nothing I can do here. Just gotta let it burn.
燃えるならお静かに了解分かっていますたまにはノリノリでいっちゃいますか夏の堕落を今あなたにギュンギュンギューンおいでおせ鈍い魔王
Level 105 health ain't no joke. Yeah. We're all dying to burns. In the end, we'll have Mash. Actually, I'll have Australia survive this. But I'll let Mash do the crits. Suplex it? I don't have any juice in me. Let me have this damage cut going on though. Here we go.
あなたが望むならそのようにベルマー
It's like 10% charge. Oh wait, oh she has her own battery? Oh shit, I didn't know. I forgot. I haven't played Australia in a long time. That's right. She does got that own battery. Here it comes. No, it's too much damage. No, Ishtar.
戦いでしたね
It is time to end this with a suplex. And this in style. Oh, I need C stars for this? What? Oh, man. Oh, well, I'll give you this. Suplex it to death. Yeah, here you go.
判決の時ですぶっ飛ばしますわよ裁定を下しますこれはあなたの善の軽さそしてあなたの罪の重さ一つなる
ここまで来て我は消えたただ消えたいのだ
うまく会場を回せました
Goodness.
見ていてくださいました
That was a fight.
マスター
This fight was more, the previous fight was more challenging than this one. The pre-fight was just brutal. Alright. It says no battles in this quest though. The demon god pillar is slowing down. It's working. Almost there. Please stop it. You're destroying Laptua. If you do that, I'll have to die over and over. Who knows how many times again. This is almost the end. I think this poison's not so bad once you get used to it. It's starting to feel more like a nice hot bath at any rate. I told you that men and women have an important role, but you still don't get what comes after that. It's okay to live in fear of death. That's a feeling everyone has to different degrees. But it's because death inevitably comes at the end that you have to make sure to enjoy life. A good life is one spent enjoying the pleasure it offers. Enjoying food, enjoying drinks, enjoying battle, enjoying it all, enjoying laughter. I have every sympathy for you that you weren't able to live like that. But even if you weren't, you should still find a way to smile. That exquisite body of yours has wasted it all. You are all miserable. Like, alright, tell her again, Fergus. Defo? Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry, forget I said that. You are a strong woman to have fought death for so long, but the time for that is over. Now you should live your life in a way that makes you happy. The way you're living now, always shrinking away the fear of death, constantly hanging over you to the point where you can't muster the slightest hint of joy. How is that any different from being dead? I don't know about you, but the idea of living your whole life dreading what comes at the end doesn't sound like much fun to me. If you're prepared to destroy the world all because you don't want to die, if you got that much strength within you, then show me you're also prepared to meet life head on with a smile. I don't understand. I'll never understand. I can't smile. What would be the point? Men are suckers for women with lovely smiles. Naturally, that goes for me too. So if you smile, you'll be able to land yourself a real catch like me. Wow, this guy. If you landed me, I'll gladly I'll do everything in my power to ensure you have beautiful, healthy children, and I'll protect you from all the manner of deaths, from the pain and frustration that lives keep throwing at you, as much as I possibly can. Is he sexually harassing her? He ain't no catch, man. No. This is Yo, Darius, how you doing? This is Fergus' way of being encouraging. Never mind what he's saying. His voice is filled with such life-affirming energy. Is it practically brimming with energy? Ah, have I inspired that sort of reaction in you? Miss Mash, that's a fine compliment indeed. But then I guess that's no surprise, seeing as that was one of the best pickup lines yet. There's not a woman in the world who wouldn't fall for it. And I haven't let up on my spiral sword one bit either. A true Celtic warrior is one who both gets the girl and saves the world. That is the most arrogant, bullheaded, egotistical, moronic, self-centered way of thinking with one's phallus I've ever heard. Those words are no more than wind. They are utterly hollow. There's no way to protect someone from all manners of death. Live with him a week, yeah. He's quite a catch. It's absolutely impossible. You got a point there. There may have been a much. If someone like Miss Gathic were to attack us, we'd be pretty thoroughly screwed. But even in times like this, there'd be something there to replace your fear of death. And I think the quickest way there is to help you get over it. Have you ever been attended to by a handsome man when you were ill? Or had a beloved child squeeze your hand while you're laid up in bed? I don't understand just what you're trying to say. Charizard, it's nowhere to fear death. But fear can be laid to rest by living a meaningful life. Exactly, you see? Oh, beautiful bodied one. Even the young master gets it. Well, I have seen it firsthand a lot by now. If a man you loved from the bottom of your heart, or a child you had raised with tender care, were by your side, you wouldn't even have time to fear death. I imagine you're only saying such things because you've never been able to negate that fear. Oh no, not yet. What? Thin tentacles are shooting out from his body and headed for... Oh no, not the forbidden zone. I can't believe he still had that much strength left. It hurts, I'm dying. I'm dying while I'm dying in the middle of a provisional contradiction when life becomes death. I am too exhausted to escape the muddy space of both life and death. Nor can I escape from the spiraling rainbow gouging away at me. Charizard, give me the last of your strength, your life. Even a little will do. I'll die like this, but the concept I represent will end without dying. Somewhere, the concept of Phoenix will have a worthless, meaningless end where it dies countless times without rebirth. I'm melting, I'm sinking, it hurts to infinity, and give them to your laggard. I don't want to die. Hurry up, it hurts. How many times have I suffered the pain of death, the fear of death? It's not fair we've only the ones... We're the only ones. The only ones. It's not fair, it's not right. I won't accept it. Hurry, we must finish it off. Or perhaps we should use a projectile of some sort to finish off Cesarod instead. Wait, hang on. Don't think we need to do that. No, this time I refuse. What are you doing? Have you gone mad, my friend? I thought you feared death as I do. That you understood it like I do. Indeed, I do. I understand it very well. I know that I won't change even when this transient life ends and the next thing me begins anew elsewhere. I have little doubt that I'll again be dreading the prospect of death. But despite that, Phoenix, the way you are now is a bit unseemly. What is this, Charizard? Fearing death as I do, I can't help but be particular about the manner in which I die. And at the least, I've decided I don't want this death to be at the hands of something as unseemly as you. It is that simple. I can't keep this up any longer. Now's the time. Bring him down. As you wish, my little empress. Life, death, life, death. To quit whining and do it? she's like, deal with it. Oh no, that's how the daughter of a poor government official would laugh. Ah yes, there we go. That's how Empress should laugh. I worked really hard, you know. I studied as much as I could. I memorized books and poems. I suppressed my desires to play. Everything I did to get where I wanted to go. I am an empress. I decided that's what I would be. So that's how I will be, right to the end. Ah, the criminal got the punishment he deserved. Well done. Wuje-shan, you're going into that pot next. I only came to see this criminal was properly punished. I had no interest in saving any of you. You hear me? I know, but thank you anyway. Ah, still, I was able to torture the imbecile who tried to overthrow my nation myself. I'm in a rather good mood. An excellent mood. In fact, just for today, I may just permit you to pat my head or give me candy if you like. Maybe we'll see her again someday. Don't worry, she'll pop up a lot in my summons. True, our lives are prone to unexpected goodbyes and meetings alike. That's just how it is. And right now, we are still here. As I said, I know that I won't change, not one bit. But I think it is your fault that I did that. What do you mean? It's because you said the fear of death could be laid to rest by living a meaningful life. I simply cannot possibly believe that. But it did get me thinking, just a little, in simplistic, fleeting, reflexive sort of way, without any thought as to what the future may actually hold, about how I might prefer to die when the time comes. Dying with those I love by my bedside, secure in the knowledge that I had lived a full life, or dying by becoming a part of something unseemly that is just using me as an energy source. I thought, given the choice between those two possibilities, which should I choose? And I really ended up choosing the former without even realizing I had done so. That is all. I see. Still, I'm glad to hear it. Fergus. Now, don't look at me like that. I pushed myself well beyond my limits. After all, this is bound to happen. When all is said and done, both my body and spirit are in tatters at this point. But having my present and past, my life, my death, all in one form like this isn't so bad. Hey, Sesrat. If I got you to believe in living a meaningful life, then I guess all that blathering of mine paid off. Even if that belief only lasts for a short time. If you can, I hope you'll also sit down at some point and reread the events that took place here in Argatha as one of your own stories. And that you'll come to see yourself as the woman who despised immortality in the end. It'd be a lot more constructive than going through life always thinking about how you don't want to die. I don't know about that. I still don't understand at all. I see, in that case, you need a teacher you can depend on. Someone like Fergus McRock. That's half the man you'll ever find. Uh-oh. The next time you come to life, make sure you seek me out. Let me, oh my, do that and you'll be, oh my goodness, okay Fergus, you dog, calm down. Oh, what a strange man you are. Oh, does that mean you'll do it? Not at all. I refuse from the bottom of my heart. In fact, I thoroughly detest dealing with you in any capacity. You're slightly more bearable as you are now. But I refuse to meet your adult self. It will lead an entirely different, perhaps worse kind of death. There's the door. Yeah. You have a point there. I have made a great many women feel as though they were about to die from, oh my goodness, Berg. Ah, now look what you've done. My end approaches and I have time. And I had no time to prepare because you got me thinking about the kind of death you would give me. Ah, now I see. This is what you mean. Ah. So she left with harassment words from Fergus. Maybe she did smile in the end, at least a little. Oh, you sure did it now, Fergus. Now then, I think it's time for me to go too. I may have been miscast from the start, and I couldn't even do a good job as a bit part player. But to be honest, I enjoyed venturing this underground world with you all. I have no regrets. I hope we'll meet again someday if we get the chance. Next time I hope I can drink with you in my true knight form without any reservations. From some bit player he was, that kind of extra doesn't leave room for the stars. Indeed, given that he so brilliantly prevented Loptia from crashing into the land. Yup, he was the lead role. No two ways about it. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but how exactly... Now's not exactly the time to be getting all sentimental. Thanks to Fergus Sparrow's sword physical destroying, Lupta's landscape has completely come to a halt. And we no longer have to worry about falling on a major city. However, the trade-off is that Singularity has disappeared, which means is going to completely fall apart. In other words, the chances of your survival are dropping rapidly even as we speak. Okay, I take the last part back. Fergus isn't the lead anymore. Where did he get off destroying the ground and we walk on without as much as Astolfo may I? Agreed, though I do not believe there was any time to discuss it, nor any alternative solution at hand. Yeah, he was just too fixated on the storyteller. It's his fault. That horn dog. Mash, the first thing I need you to do is calculate where the wreckage separating Lapia will land. Done, don't worry, it's going to fall on Tibetan Plateau. There are no people there. In that case, we'll worry about it later. I do feel a little bad for all the nature and wildlife that's going to be majorly affected by this though. Also, I don't envy the people from the association in this time who have to deal with this mess, but oh well, nothing I can do about that. No siree? Now then, next order of business. Rescuing the people still on Lapia. He left you on the Titanic. He's like, alright, he's like, my job here is done. And he disappears, right? Can't you just race ship Paragon out of here? There are other humans here as well, as you may recall, namely the surviving resistance member and the men who had been in prison. And this is my reply to them. Welcome. Like, we're done. Like, it's like we saved the Singularity. We didn't even get the grill. Where's the grill at? Oh crap, I forgot all about them. Maybe my hippogriff could. No, there's no way he could carry everyone. What do we do? Wait, I just remembered. Astolfo, remember the resistance men you put to work? Thanks to them, the survivors should all be gathered in one place now. Is there no way we can help them escape? Mademoiselle Da Vinci? Just call me Da Vinci anyway. I know we have to do something about them. The question is what? And they're like, yeah, exactly. There ain't enough space on this ship right here. So we gotta let Jack sink to the ocean right here. I'm running all sorts of simulation as we speak, but there's so little time. Oh crap, the shaking's getting even worse. Don't think we got time to wait for the perfect solution. For the moment, I'll get on my trusty hippogriff and make sure there's no stragglers. If I find any, I'll bring them to my meetup point. So make sure you think of a way to get them out of here in the meantime. Up and away. Oh, my apologies. I was taken by the spectacle unfolding before me, and I forgot to make my report. Well, better late than never, I suppose. Astolfo, you may wish to pay attention to your flight path. Oh, what was that? It looks like some sort of flying silver pot. Looks like you could use some help. I can feel Mahatma working this too. Oh, she's alive? Miss Elena. Oh, you look even more radiant than usual. I thought Columbus killed you. Yes, it's me, Elena Vlasky, flying explorer extraordinaire. What are you doing here? I mean, I'm not very happy to see you and all, but... now you mention it, what am I doing here? First in Argothian, a guy with a weird beard shot me. But I survived because I fell into a nearby river. Oh, he didn't finish the job. That's his problem right there. But I was still in really bad shape, so I erected a really strong barrier and went to sleep underground so that I could heal. Then after I recovered, I started exploring Argotha itself. And I just happened upon a holy grail. What? It's too convenient. I brought it back to my mobile lab and used to power it up to Super Helena, which is nice and all. But then I noticed all this shaking and I thought it might have been something I did. I decided to come out and see what was going on. You know, it actually feels like there was something different about me before I went to sleep, but I can't put my finger on it. If Helena was part of the cast and shares our story, she may have had some sort of inauthenticity. Not that there's any way to find out now, of course. A holy grail on the ground, perhaps that was what served as the Singularity's structural core. I imagine it must have come free once the destruction was underway. Oh, Sherlock, I didn't know you were here too. No exploring for you this time, huh? Anyway, what happened to Agatha? When do I get my chance to shine? Wait, hang on, I just realized this whole landmass is flying. What sort of mystical forces are at play here? And why is it all falling apart? Do I even have time to explore it now? Never mind that. Helena, there's something important we need you to ask you. You're the only one who can help us. Can you fit, can you fit about 100 people on there? Well, there's no room for them inside, but I think they could fit all on top. Paragon Dion could ride on Stoffel's hippogriff, but there are other people there that need help. All you have to do is get them safely to the ground, please. I get the feeling I already missed out on all the fun stuff, and I'm not happy about that. But in the face of such a heartfelt plea, I suppose I have no choice but to say, of course, just this once, I'll let you experience how wonderful Mahatma is for yourself. Laid by Helena. And so they watched the events unfold from the back of Astolfo's hippogriff. Here the story comes to a close. The fantastical city, created by the soothing words of a woman terrified of death, was falling apart. A downward gaze would reveal the men aboard the flying saucer, waving their hands wildly, as it made its way to the ground in what might generously be described as an erratic manner. No doubt they will soon arrive at their homes, where their loving families await them. They will tell their wives, their children, their friends about their adventures here. In time, most likely forget about them. What about Columbus's crew? They have no one to go to again. That is their story. A story that only they can tell. The destruction continues apace. Pieces of earth, as though suddenly remembering they are not meant to fly, make their way back to the ground where they belong, accompanied by great sounds akin to heavy rain, the peal of thunder, or a woman sobbing. Lapia, of the horror for the woman who gave it his name, one filled with self-loathing and resignation. It may have felt like a part of herself, one to which she had entrusted her fondest wish. Or perhaps it was more akin to the past she despised, one she wished to destroy by crashing it into the world. No doubt such a question will find its answer in the stories only she can tell. Perhaps it needs a bit more. Thus they succeeded brilliantly in carrying out the remnant order for the underground world. But we must not forget that there were 4 pillars which escaped from the Temple of Time. We know that there are other survivors still remaining. Curiously, this case, much like Shinjuku, seems steeped in stories. Putting the questions of whether these 2 cases shared similar themes aside, the time will no doubt come soon when they find themselves in the midst of another new story. That does make it clear it was also rather superfluous. Then again, it may be important to allude to the fact that these events are still in motion. I just can't seem to find the right words for this last sentence. I think I shall have to come back to it later. Jotting down my thoughts to help pass the time is all well and good, but it's clear that I have no talent for the written word. I learned that lesson well during the case of the blanched soldier and the case of the lion's mane. It's all going to turn out the same in the end. I might as well leave the storytelling to Watson and save myself some time. Then again, when you get right down to it, perhaps there would be no need to record my cases at all if there were a beautiful woman with a lovely voice Ready to tell these stories at any time. Oh, he's gonna pull summon Shizrat to get her real quick. Uh-oh. I sense a beautiful woman nearby. Uh-oh. Guess I was imagining things. I guess I have sworn I smell perfume though. Oh well, I guess I just have to go back to casually showing off my muscles with Celtic push-ups. Back when I was a kid, I used to do this whenever I had a spare moment in order to train. But now that I put all this muscle, I only ever do is show it off, don't I? Oh. Alright, beautiful one. Feel free to pass through this hall. Feast your eyes on these manly muscles and be overcome with lust anytime now. Run, Shizad! You can't run fast enough. There. Luscious curves at 12 o'clock. Not again. You know, I haven't betted women lately. Maybe I lost my touch. I better find a way to turn things around before it's too late. Uh-oh. That was close. I must be certain to never, ever run into him. After all, I don't want to die just yet. She... Alright. And they will live happily ever after. That means out of all those bounts right there, the people who really died was Achilles' rival died for good. Megalos died. Wait. Yeah, Megalos got like messed up. Columbus died for good. Well, he had it coming though. I'm glad Helena survived. Wu Zishan, I'm glad she survived too. So it's pretty cool. Yep, it's finished. It's finished. Za Endor. Next up will be Shamosha. I'll do one multi.
マスター、覚悟は決まったかと思います。さあ、かぼちゃの準備です。ふと興味を覚えたのですが、今までいくつくらいのかけらを集めてきたのでしょうか。優れ。
Thank you, thank you. What one summon coming right up.
いらっしゃい。
One multi, I should say.
ずずいっと奥まで。塵も積もれば山となる。
13.
小さな作業こそ細やかに丁寧にだ。
Thank you, thank you.
君に。
Let's see if we can unite all the Ishtars at once. Summoning. Alright, let's just send it. I also have all these, I have these singles tickets, but that's okay, I'll hold on to them. Oh, the Jaguar's in there too. And Nero. It didn't load. Zetsubo. Hey, at least I started off strong with the servant. Oh, then again, I cached everything on this, on the game, so probably it's normal for that nothing loads. Watch Fergus show up one more time. Then Fergus like, oh. No, not the CE. Please, not the CE. Come forth, Erishigal. Yes, come forth. I mean, I have 5 singles. I can just throw those 5 in there. Oh, it's a new month. I actually have 10 singles. Royal presents. I still remember that story with Kid Gil and Ilya's story. He's like, I'm gonna get serious now real quick. And he transforms. I was like, okay, Gilgamesh. Oh wow, I got a lot of CEs. Yeah, I got like 2 4-star CEs, a 5-star CE. Wow. That's some good artwork. Alright, hold on, let me go in here. I don't mind going in the
ささずずいっと奥まで退屈してたんだ
and throwing the 10 in there.
なってくれるかい
Let's throw the 10 in. Wait. Exchange mana prisms.
マナプリズムと交換する
Let's throw the 10 in there.
では今回の品物を紹介
Let's
し
be let's skip though. Let's skip it all. Salmon. Have this. Yep. The top faster. You might get lucky. Nero. Oh, cool. We got something from the batter. All right. And then we watch it, right? We'll watch it. That's MP3 Nero. Yes, sir. Alright, let's just MP her up and then call it a stream before I forget. Although she'll just sit there and I forget to
千里の
toss the other Nero into the other Nero. Okay, here you go. MP3 Nero. Now my Grill Wars will be even better. You want one now? She's amazing in Grill Wars. Holy Grill War. Infinite Guts.
そろそろ
We'll be right back. Alright, good luck. So, thank you all for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it. This was a relatively longer stream than normal as well. Next week, we're gonna go over to Shimosha and see how it goes. I heard I might like that one. But we'll see. Yeah, take care. More Fate streams? Oh yeah, for sure. We'll have to do like create a schedule. It's hard though. It's hard. But yeah, y'all take care. Adios. Bye bye.